Okay, now that we've got our bare bones markup in there, let's go ahead and look at adding in sidebars. Now, sidebars work the same way as the header and footer. There's a custom function in WordPress that will get the sidebar, and by default, it will look for the file sidebar.php. So that's why you want to call it this. Even if your sidebar is maybe a footer area or a header, you could use sidebars. Maybe you want to use a custom header, maybe a custom include. So I just want to say this doesn't always have to be a sidebar, like literally on the side. It could appear or be styled differently. But commonly, this is really used for left or right additional complementary content in addition to your main area. You know what a sidebar is. So let's go ahead and look at how to use this. All right, so if you come back into your index.php, remember that we have this primary ID set up, and I could do Command Option open bracket to close that up just to toggle it on and off. You could see toggle it on and off. Just a little developer tool tip for you there. Suggest you practice that again. Command Option open bracket, square bracket on a Mac. What we're going to do here is call php get sidebar. Now we haven't set this up, but we know the drill. We know that next if we go and we create a new page and save it as sidebar.php, now we can add in a little bit of markup. So I'm going to throw in an aside and give this a class of widget area. Give it a role of complementary. And I'm going to give it an ID too of secondary. So secondary as opposed to the primary here. So notice they'll be at the same level wrapped inside the content. And then let's just go ahead and place a message here for now and say place widgets here. Now if we come back to our site, because we already have the CSS set up, notice that secondary is appearing off to the side here. If we were to come down and view this as a mobile site, notice that it's still appearing side to side. We haven't really done anything responsive there with it. You can if you want to, but it is appearing there off to the side as we would expect. So the other thing we would expect is that we could save this sidebar as sidebar-splash. And now we could say something like sell something major. Sell it up, folks. Okay, so coming back into here now, no changes, right? But if we come into our index.php and put splash there, notice now we've got this going on. So that's sidebars. It's pretty simple, but the real reason people use sidebars is to add widget areas. And so what we'll look at next is how to move from hard coding all the data to being able to add a widget area and have that pop up dynamically.